So hi, welcome to Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. How's your week, Glory?
My week. How about you?
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy with a capital B. Last week,
Yeah.
this week, every week following this week, busy.
Yeah.
So I think that since we're a music podcast in the year
Are we?
2022, we have to talk about when we were young fest for just a second.
Oh, I forgot that was announced before the last episode, right? Yeah, we haven't had it.
Yeah, I think we have to talk about that just for a second so we can like put it in the tags and like promote it and like be like, hey, we talked about when we were young fest, but really we just mentioned it.
Exactly, in the first 30 seconds.
For everybody that's curious, it's going to happen. I walked into the Live Nation offices, knocked on Mr. Live Nation's door and said, is this festival real? And he said yes.
Oh,
so
there you go. You heard
happening.
It from Shane.
It's real. But seriously, if you got tickets, be careful. Don't die. I don't know.
Yeah.
It should go over just fine, hopefully.
It should. But there are like how many people? Like 45,000 a day.
85.
Oh, sorry, 85,000 people.
Like a typical festival. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's only 3 stages, which is the whole thing. So that's 85 people.
I wish it was like, only 85 people.
I mean, 85,000 people, well, dude.
Here's the thing is, since then, apparently they took away the whole 3 stages thing. And it's just
now they're saying multiple
stages. So heaven only knows how many stages there will actually be now. Maybe they heard people saying, I don't want to see these bands for 15 minutes each. Obviously, they're going to do rotating stages.
I mean, obviously.
That's just a given. I don't know. The lineup's cool, but at least...
The lineup's iconic, dude.
At least me, personally, I wouldn't fly to Las Vegas to see bands, most of which, like, out of all the ones that I would want to see, I've already seen. And the ones that I haven't seen or will want to see again, I'll catch this year when they headline or support a band. So that's just me. But if you spend your money how you wish, I just don't have $300 for the ticket itself, and then you need money for the hotel, money to get there,
and then the fees.
Yeah, you've got the plane, the hotel, the food, the water inside the venue. The water inside the venue you got to take out like a mortgage for.
Yeah.
And all the fun shit that comes with being in Vegas. I don't have the money for that. So I'll just drive to Philly when I want to go see a band.
There you go. There you go. Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Yeah. See, I almost bought a plane ticket to Las Vegas the day that it was announced.
You didn't even ask anybody. You were just like, I'm gonna buy a plane ticket and figure it out later.
It was up on my screen, and I was hovering over the purchase button, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should run this by my parents. And then they just kind of looked at me when I mentioned it, and they're like, where is it? And I was like, Las Vegas. And they're like, they just stared at me for like a good 30 seconds, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that as a come back later. And I did, and they said no.
Yeah.
So I will not be attending, unfortunately. But I think it's interesting. Would I go now that I've seen it's kind of pieced together in my head? Like, okay, 85,000 people, sure. 3 stages, okay. 15-minute sets, roughly 15-minute sets
for
per
those
band.
First couple bands, yeah.
Yeah. No.
$300 to run around a venue to maybe catch a couple of bands. Because, what if your 3 favorite bands are all playing at the same time?
You just stand in the parking lot and you just try to hear every single one.
Stand in the parking lot with I Set My Friends on Fire, who will be there the entire day on the parking lot stage.
No!
Well, they
what do you have against them?
No, I don't have anything against them. They, on Facebook... They were like a scene band at the time, and during those 2010s when scene core was cool, and they like had a pissing match over like, oh my god, why aren't we on the lineup? Like they bought a URL off someone that like held a festival called When We Were Younger Fest a few years ago, bought that URL for $100, redirected it to their Facebook page and like had some like big bands like convinced that was the URL for the festival instead of When We Were Younger Festival, which is the actual URL. So it was so close, and they got on like Yahoo News and shit like for this whole stunt. Yeah, and basically just promoted their upcoming tour the entire time. Honestly, it was genius, but it was also very funny to kind of watch it all unfold. Also hilarious that it happened on Facebook out of all social media platforms. Places.
Why Facebook?
Listen, man, I guess they have a big Facebook fan group over there. I respect it.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I think Facebook is a dying platform when Vin Diesel is the most liked page. So I think just abandon ship. Just go somewhere else.
Vin Diesel.
Go somewhere else, man.
Oh, hey, they just added a third day to the festival as we're talking about it.
You're joking. Is it the same lineup on all 3 days?
The third day.
This is just a cash grab. It makes me so mad because everybody's asking you to literally just split the one lineup of 70 bands across the two, but they're just like, hey, we're just gonna make you run around all 3 days
but
it makes no sense.
If you want a chance to see every single band there without a problem, without a hitch, you could just stand at one stage every single day. You have to spend a minimum of $900.
$900 without fees.
Well, it's $224 before fees, so I would say it's roughly $900 after fees for all three.
I see people saying that their ticket came out to like $400. So that's why I'm like, it's weird. I think it's just so weird.
That's Live Nation for you. Fluctuating fee charges or whatever the fuck they do over there, whatever shady shit. But it's quite funny that it's 7:00. They announced a third date. How many more dates will there be? The world may never know.
Let's just make it a week. Skip to that. There's no way
for the bands on the festival, it's a residency. For the people going, it's 1 day and get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. That's funny.
Third show added, same lineup. Nobody asked for this. Nobody. And then wait. So it's the 22nd, 23rd, and then the 29th. That's frustrating. Because
so the people that would want to go for the third day have to come back.
No, or they just stay that entire time, and then like. That's so much money because then you have to. Oh my God! Then that's more plane tickets. Well, then that's more hotel days
for the people that would want to go for all 3 days and also stay over the entire week. You're in Vegas, and if you have the money to stay in Vegas for a week, you've got the money to go hang out in Vegas for a little bit too. Especially if you have $900 to spend on festival tickets,
Yeah, on festival tickets. Good grief, dude.
So at least like. If you're gonna stay anywhere for a week, at least it's Vegas. I don't know.
And it's like we're still in a pandemic.
It's fucking stupid that it's a week out when there's that Sunday there. Totally just could have done it on the Sunday, and like if you had to go to the Sunday show, maybe you should take off work Monday. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
I don't fucking know. It'll sell out in an hour. There'll be a sellout warning.
It's getting worse and worse because people are like, this is such a scam. I don't think it's a scam. It's just a money grab.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, Live Nation did the same thing. They've got a rap festival coming up with like...
Oh, is that the Smokers Club?
No, the Friends and Lovers Fest or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's literally designed the exact same way as this emo fest that's coming up. So that's what they're doing. And whatever, at least they're putting on pretty cool shows to make back their money for those Astroworld lawsuits.
But it's like, haven't they already made that back with all, because they cover almost every tour.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't get that argument where it's just like, oh, this is just because of Astroworld. I don't trust this festival because it's the same people who did Astroworld. Yeah, they do everything.
I did not know that like Live Nation being the biggest like concert company in the world wasn't like a known fact.
Exactly. Like it's everywhere. If you look at every tour poster, if you look at every announcement, it's always Live Nation somewhere in the little corner and at the top in the middle. You can't miss it.
You do know that Ticketmaster is also Live Nation, so when you buy your tickets off Ticketmaster, it's still
It's
Live
going
Nation.
to Live Nation. So
you
if you're trying to boycott,
you can go on Live Nation's website and buy those exact same tickets that you would buy on Ticketmaster. It's all the same shit.
It's the same. It's
baffles me.
So if you're trying to boycott Live Nation because of Astroworld, bye concerts.
You might as well,
like everybody does it.
You should go find some cool basement venues because those are the only things not run by Live Nation.
Live Nation, exactly.
And so go find maybe the local venue in your area that's run by AEG. Other than that, or maybe
that's
an
all you're
independently owned venue that Trapped might be playing next month.
I don't know. Or like a bar or something that Trapped might be playing.
Exactly. Strip club, Trapped will probably be there.
Trapped, exactly.
So
the fact that that's real, I need to watch videos from that. I need to. It can be real.
But we've also got music to talk about this week.
Yeah.
When We Were Young, Fest
and not
is
just
cool
a festival.
and all, but we've also
it's
got
not even
music.
Cool.
No, it's pretty cool. I just won't be going. I'll watch from the sidelines.
I'll watch from, and they're probably gonna live stream it too.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna live stream it, but I'm sure there will be people there live streaming it. Kind of, except I won't be like actively looking for it like I was when like MyChem had their fucking like reunion show or whatever.
That was terrifying.
I was like this the whole night at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
I was at my monitor like this. Best night of my life.
Oh my god, that was fun. That was good. That's a core memory for me.
That was a good night. But yeah, I won't be like that at my computer at like 3 a.m. to be like, I gotta watch the My Chemical Romance stream because I've already seen them a month ago. So like,
oh god, you're so lucky.
Yep.
You're
saying 2 nights in a row actually.
Strangles you.
So
you got the other tickets?
Well, Sam has them, so we're going. We're gonna go both nights, and then I gotta selling both my nuts for tickets to the Philly show. Just throwing that out there.
Both of them?
Both of them. I don't need them. I need to see My Chemical Romance. Just putting that out there.
Third time in a row.
Well, it's their first show in the U.S. for 2022. Will be the Philly show. So you're telling me the first time My Chem is playing in the U.S. in like what 2.5 years, and I'm gonna and it's an hour and a half away from my house, and I'm gonna miss it? You fucking crazy? Absolutely not.
My Chem.
Go to Virginia.
Come to North Carolina. I'm not even gonna ask for Virginia because I know they're gonna be like, Virginia.
There's like an amphitheater in Virginia. I don't fucking know. Go play there in like November when it's cold out.
There's so many venues here. Please just pick one.
Go play a bar in Virginia.
With Trap. Trapped is the opener. Anyways, music.
Ian Dior put out an album, On to Better Things. Travis Barker was featured a couple of times on this album. I thought it was going to be a pop punk album. Machine Gun Kelly too.
Yes.
It was not a pop punk album. It had pop punk tracks. It was not a pop punk album. I thought it was all right.
The one with Machine Gun Kelly had a pop punk like backbeat, and it was so weird because I didn't even look at the title, but I knew as soon as it went on and as soon as the little beat went on, I was like, is this a Machine Gun Kelly one? Because it had the same dumb beat as the Corpse song. It's like he literally copied and pasted it and was like, all right, there's my contribution to the song.
You would know the Corpse song because you've listened to that song like at least 50 times.
Like 100 streams in it. And what about it? It sucks. It's garbage. But anyways, I knew as soon as it went on, I was like, God, this is Machine Gun Kelly, isn't it? And it was. Wasn't happy about it. But I'm just happy his one part was like 15 seconds long. Because if he split the track with him, I probably would have skipped it. Because as I was a Machine Gun Kelly stan and simp maybe a year or two ago, I'm no longer. I've recovered. I'm done. That's in the past. So yeah, but this album was very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was all right. I was just I was expecting pop punk. Like obviously I didn't like go into it with any expectations, but like I saw Travis Barker and the Machine Gun Kelly feature, and I was like, oh, Ian Dior did pop punk, and then like has a Lil Uzi Vert featuring on a song too.
Love Lil Uzi.
And it was just rap, and I was like shocked at first, and I was like, wait, now it makes sense. So
because I don't think what's his name? I think Young Thug did a pop punk album, or he kind of did like a hybrid where it's rap and pop punk. but I don't think all rappers are going to go into pop punk because I mean they do rap and that's cool.
I don't know. I just like Travis Barker, and I'm like 2022 Travis Barker. It's pop punk album.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a fair assumption because he's literally doing everything. Modern Era put out a new album, Victim of a Modern Age. This album bangs so hard, and I loved it. We actually spoke to Modern Era. If you'd like to watch that,
you should go watch it.
It was really good. He had COVID.
Yeah. Hope he feels better now. Hope you feel better now, Zach.
Please feel better.
But yeah, the album rocks, and it like takes you through like a journey. It's great. Not very many albums out there that do it like this. It's just like fucking so good. The only thing is like, now I know it was the purpose of the track, but the track went on for too long. That lull track went on for too long. I was like, I listened to the full thing, and by the end I was like, oh my god, there's still a minute and a half left. Like, I get that it's like it's meant to like slow the pace of the record, because then the record gets slower after that, but it just, in my opinion, went on too long. Other than that, album rocks.
Yeah, honestly. And I liked how it was I said this in the interview, so just go watch that if you want to hear my whole blah 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 blah, you know, like train of thought, word vomit that I kind of spat at him.
And he was like, thanks.
He was like, thanks. But I really like how it blended two different genres, but it mixed very well in the middle to then kind of go into a completely different genre. So I was a big fan of this album.
Very good. VRSTY dropped an album, Welcome Home. God, this record fucks so hard. I have listened to this thing multiple times from the time that we like got the advance of it to it coming out, and you know, obviously past release week. Oh, such a good fucking album.
That's weird. I didn't know you've been listening to it. That's good.
Only a couple of times. I'm not one to like be like, we have this album, I'm gonna go listen to it a million times, but you know, a couple of times because I was like, it's so fucking good, I gotta go listen to it again. And I listened to it again when it came out, and I was like, yeah, no, it's still pretty fucking good. Pretty good.
So it was a very good record. We did speak to VRSTY if you'd like to go watch that. It was also another very good chat. We've been having a lot of good chats recently. It's good. Let's keep that up, please.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Asking Alexandria dropped a new EP, Never Gonna Learn. I liked this EP. There was one song that had like butt rock, like it was all butt rock, but I did enjoy the EP.
They are butt rock, Gloria. It was 4 tracks of butt rock.
I know, but it's like, I liked it. Sue me.
Fair enough.
Sue me.
So this EP was like B-sides off their most recent record. It was 2 songs off the record. Never Gonna Learn, which I guess is like their focus track now because they're pushing the hell out of it, and I think Find Myself was the other track, and then there were the 2 new songs, New Devil and Miles Away. I thought the 2 new songs fucked. I liked the record, so obviously I like the other 2 songs. I don't know, I like what Asking Alexandria is doing. Would I like?
But you just called them butt rock. Well, you just shamed them.
We've been over this a million times. I like butt rock.
Oh, you like butt rock. Oh,
I'll admit it. I like butt rock.
Keep that to yourself, dude.
I like butt rock, so I like the EP. I'm an Asking Alexandria fan. Would I like it if Asking Alexandria went back to metalcore? Yeah, sure. As with, I'm in the same party as everyone else. That one almost came up. But like, I don't know. I'm digging the radio rock kind of butt rock stuff. I don't know. Not so much an insult anymore. I'm a butt rock fan.
Keep it as an insult. Maybe keep it as an insult.
I don't know. I like it.
Shane. But just loosely related to Asking Alexandria, I was listening to the Ice and Kills album and it finished, and I didn't have repeat on for whatever reason, so it just kind of went into related tracks. It played in Asking Alexandria, A Day to Remember, and Silverstein. And I think I'm now a stan for all 3 of those bands because they were all very good. And it was old Asking Alexandria. It wasn't like House on Fire or whatever this album was, and it wasn't the new A Day to Remember one. It was like old.
Yeah, fucking A Day to Remember.
So it was good.
Yeah, Day to Remember's got some smackers. I'm like, I try not to listen to them too much now, but every once in a while, I'm like, I gotta put on Homesick, man. Like, I fucking love Homesick.
But they were just very good. Yeah. So I get it now. Yeah. I get it.
Silverstein's also great.
Dance Gavin Dance, and I get why people put them and Pulses together, but I prefer Pulses.
Yeah, Dance Gavin Dance is hit or miss. just like track to track almost. It's not even like album to album. It's like I listen to them and I'm like, that song was good, and like what happened here?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Not really for me, but Charlotte Sands dropped a new EP, Love and Other Lies, going on tour with Youngblood in a couple days. Tour kicks off in a couple of days. Maybe you'll catch me in Jersey. Resale tickets are $6.
$6. I'm pretty sure that's a joke. That can't be real.
It's definitely a scam. But the great thing about StubHub is that if it doesn't
You'll get
show
your
up,
money back.
you call them and they'll just buy you a ticket if it doesn't show up. They'll either
buy you one?
either get a different seller to send it to you, like they'll pay for it, or they'll buy you a ticket off Access and send it to you, or like whatever the ticket provider is. That's what I did. I bought a ticket really cheap for Armor for Sleep off there, and I was like 50-50 shot that this show is this is a scam, because there were like maybe 250 people at the show. And I bought it the night before, and the day of the show, I still hadn't gotten the ticket, and it was like within 12 hours, if you didn't get the ticket, like you could call them and like they'd fix it for you. And I gave them a call, and it was like a Saturday too. They're there 7 days a week, and I had a new ticket in like maybe 20 minutes. So like $10 and a 20-minute phone call, and I did, and I saved like $20.
I just had a horrible idea, and I don't know if I want to say it out loud, but I might text it to you, because it's like, you know, like, have you seen like The Grinch, where it's just like he has like an evil idea and his like hair?
I'm really scared. Are you gonna start scamming people on?
No, I'm gonna start scamming myself. This is
no,
a great
you can't
idea.
do that, because then I think what they do is like, if the seller doesn't send it, they try to get in touch with the seller first, like call them, and if the seller doesn't pick up, then they'll buy you a ticket. And if they can't get in touch with the seller, they deactivate their account.
Well, it stopped me from making another one. I mean, like, I'm just seeing unlimited tickets, dude. That's all I'm saying.
It's fucked up.
I'm not actually gonna do it. Don't ban me.
Yeah, Glory's not gonna actually do it. Anyways,
no, this EP was very good.
Charlotte Sands, back to the EP. The EP was really good.
Yes.
All My Friends Are Falling in Love is still my favorite track. We also talked to her about that song.
We did.
Yeah, no, that song's very good. So yeah, go listen to Charlotte Sands. Go catch her on the Youngblood tour if you want to go see Youngblood and Palais Royale too. Yeah. I don't know. I want to see Palais Royale though. That's the whole thing. It's like it's worth the $6 for me.
It's worth $6, Shane. That's like, a lot.
I know. I'm spending big. I also haven't gone to a show this year yet. Like, do I want my first show back to be Youngblood and Palais Royale on a Friday night?
It could just be Charlotte Sands is your first show back.
Well, I know that, but like the headliners, man. Like, do I even stick around for Youngblood? I don't know. Like, I
mean, what if he does the spit thing again? You get to
I can record it for you and send it to you.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh my god,
oh my god, look at him, he's so hot.
No.
What if he does the spit thing again?
This EP was very good. I enjoyed it a lot, and there was a song where, dude, why are you laughing so hard?
Yeah, the EP was great. No, seriously, the EP was good. I'm sorry we keep on getting sidetracked if you're watching this.
Youngblood.
Or if anyone from your team is watching this, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we did like the EP a lot. We really did.
Youngblood, man.
It was Youngblood. He's a great guy. A character. But there was a song on here where it's just like, I can't remember the lyrics, but it was really good. But the moving screen on Spotify was like her smashing a car. So Charlotte, if you're listening and you know what song I'm talking about, that song is my favorite. I don't know what it's called, but it was very good, and I will be adding it to my playlist.
Car smash.
So yeah.
Smashy car.
High Winds dropped an EP, Wind Waker.
Not to be confused with the single that we talked about last week, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Now the whole EP is out a whole week later. It smacks.
Whole 3 songs.
The whole 3 songs. It smacks. Yeah. It's very good. I liked it. What'd you think, Lori?
I also liked it a lot. I listened to the other 2 songs. I've listened to them, and then I listened to Wind Waker.
Wow.
The other week. I know, huge, right?
You listened to it, and now you're gonna tell me what you thought of it?
It's crazy.
Mind blown.
I thought this EP was really good. I did enjoy it.
So
I enjoyed it a lot.
So true. Bad Omens dropped a new single, Like a Villain. They've got an album coming out at the end of next month. Song bangs. Album's probably gonna bang. Can't wait.
There you go. For some reason, this cover art, and then there was another one with the it was like a lady floating, and it was kind of like a box on the center. I don't whatever. I got them confused and I thought it was a different band, but this song was really good.
Yeah,
I did enjoy it.
This song was good.
I did enjoy
Me
it.
likey.
A Day to Remember and Mark Hoppus dropped a new single, Re-Entry. So I thought this was good.
This was they just added like a verse from Mark, or like had Mark sing a verse off of the song Re-Entry off the new record. You're welcome. I didn't expect A Day Remembers redemption arc to be getting Mark Hoppus to drop a verse on one of the weaker songs on the album.
Yeah.
But it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. I
thought it was good. Honestly, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I wasn't like, God, this is so bad. I was like, you know what?
I'm like, Re-Entry's not the worst song in the album because there's the fucking country song on there, and then there's the Fuck You Money song, and I'm well versed in this album.
Every other song.
Yeah, so like this is one of the better tracks, and I know Mark Hoppus couldn't like lay down some like brutal vocals on one of the 3 heavy tracks on the record. So like
that'd be cool though.
Slim pickings for good songs on this album to have Mark Hoppus feature on. So I guess they picked an alright one. The song was alright. I'm
just happy he didn't hop on the country track, because then we would have had to listen to that again. That would have been bad. Maybe that would have been like really bad. No. There's no way to come back from that.
No, maybe there is. Drag Me Out dropped a new single, Bullets in My Teeth. I've been waiting patiently for this album for a very long time. It comes out on May 6th, so it's going to be competing with Stand Atlantic for listening time. Shoot. Yeah. I've been waiting a very long time for this record. This single was very good. I'm very excited for the album. All good things coming hopefully soon. I want to hear it all right now.
Just send it to us.
I want to hear it right now.
Right this second.
Right this very
second. I thought
the
song was good.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Era dropped a new single, Nay to Silence.
It's pretty good. Pretty good song. They got a deluxe edition of their album from last year coming out in March. Yeah, song Fucks. It's off that deluxe edition, of course. Smacker.
Banger.
Pup dropped a new single, Robot Writes a Love Song. Pretty fucking good. You didn't like it?
The last 2 singles were my favorite.
Okay.
I was not the biggest fan of this one.
Not for everybody,
but you know. They can't all be bangers. I mean, like on Waterpark's Best Album Fandom, I hate that one rap song on it. I hate that one. Yeah, I hate Reboot. Because it's so bad. It's just so it's so e-boy and just
your taste, man. What the fuck?
I hate the vibe.
I hate the vibe.
Mom Jeans dropped a new single, Graduating Life. I love Mom Jeans.
This song is really good. I'm honestly kind of upset how much I've been enjoying all the singles off this album.
Why are you upset?
Because I was like a very vocal Mom Jeans hater for the longest time. When was this? After I saw them live at Sad Summerfest. Like when I had to listen to them beforehand, and then I saw them live, and I was like, wow, I don't like this band all that much.
Oh my god.
But I've been digging every single song that they've dropped off this album so far. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm not supposed to like this band. Like, this band's not for me.
Dude, I want to talk to them. Stop being mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, like, the band wasn't for me. But, like, I'm loving every single song off this album that's coming up. I don't know. What the fuck?
What's happening to you, man?
And, like, now I have tickets to see them in a couple weeks. Like,
oh, wait. When are you seeing them? On
the postponed tours. The postponed shows. I still have a ticket to see them in Jersey.
That's good.
And like never got a refund or anything. I was just like, sure. I mean, I guess like we'll see who the special guests are. So like now I have a ticket to see them on their album release weekender. And like a couple years ago, like a year and a half ago, I was saying how much I fucking hate this band. So like, I guess we call this character development. I don't fucking know.
We do. It's your Mom Jeans stand art. We love to see it.
Set It Off dropped a new single, Projector. They put something in this song. It's so good.
This was really good. Did he do a little rap in this one? I might be mixing it up with another one, but I really liked it. It was like a little fast, little Austin Knight tease part, but it was good.
This song was all over the place. There's so much going on in this song, but honestly, like it takes the best parts of like Midnight, their last record, and like turns it up to 11, and I was like, what the fuck? But I'm digging it.
Yeah, I'm excited for this upcoming album.
March 11th.
Yeah, March 11th. Thank you. I'm excited for this upcoming album because I was not the biggest fan of Midnight. I think Rayanne tried to get me to listen to it, and I was like, okay. Good. And then I listened to it, and I was like,
so good.
No. And so that was my experience and set it off. But I really like this. I like this a lot. Belmont dropped a new single, Parasitic. I enjoyed this a lot.
Oh, I like it's Belmont. So good. My Belmont self-titled vinyl showed up today, and they sent me the wrong variant.
Oh, is it a cooler variant?
No, the watermelon one was cooler, but this one is cool too, I guess.
Which one is it? Which variant did you get?
It's like a clear vinyl with like an orange like blob in the middle.
No,
like, it's not as cool, and it's also not as limited. I'm like, this kind of sucks, but like, do I raise hell? Like, is it worth it?
Yeah, just reach out and be like, yo, you sent me the wrong one, and they'll just be like, okay, we'll send you the other one. So then you get two.
I'll be like, here, I'll even send it back. I don't need two. Like, I'm running out of space for my vinyl because I have so many copies of Greatest Hits.
Just move on Greatest Hits.
I have I reorganized like the whole like space that I have, kind of all my physical media, and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, I've ran out of room for vinyl and for CDs because I have so many copies of Greatest Hits on CD too. Because there were the 3
all
limited
the British
editions.
Ones.
There were 2 British ones. I thought
there were like 4 British ones.
No, there was 2 British ones, 3 limited
Those
ones.
Were so dumb.
There was a signed one. The British ones cost me like $40 for 2 of them. Don't you dare call them dumb.
So worth it. So worth it. Them in front of the UK flag.
They're so ugly.
Iconic.
So there's those. There was a signed one. I have 2 in-store copies. I have 2 regular copies, 1 signed, and I think that's all of them.
Bro, you should slip one of the signed ones into my package that you're sending to me.
No, I only have 1 of the signed ones. I have 2 in-store ones.
Well, then send me a in-store one.
Send me one of the CDs you have, Shane. You have so many of them.
Send me a vinyl while you're at it. I
No.
You have enough of them.
No, I only have 1 of each variant. I have more than 1. Only 1 of each variant.
Okay.
Anyways, the song was good. I'm excited for the album.
Very good.
Ghost dropped a single, Call Me Little Sunshine. Interesting song title. I think the Ghosts, they're huge. I think they're okay. Not my favorite band, but like what really intrigues me is like kind of like their whole like lore and like the way they dress and like what I would assume is probably a very crazy live performance. That's what really intrigues me about this band. Not so much their music. I just think that like everything about the band is super cool. I thought the track was all right. But I think the band itself is really cool. I'm like, do I go see them with Volbeat? I fucking hate Volbeat, but like, do I go?
Yeah, just to experience
Ghost. I don't know. Like, what if they suck live? Like, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I look at them and I'm like, they're an arena band. I would assume their live performance is cool. Maybe they go out there and stand up there for an hour and a half and like just mumble into the mic and like walk around. Yeah. I don't know.
His live performance is so disappointing. I've never like seen him in person, but
I'll catch him just for you.
Send me some videos. God, I thought the single was fine. You say they're huge. I've never heard of them, but then again, like,
2 million monthlies is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, exactly. But that's interesting to hear how they have a specific way to dress and how you assume just by looking at them and noticing their lore and everything that you just assume that their live performance is good. So that's already a great reputation that they have built up. So then it's just like you assume their live performance is good. So, hey, let me just grab a ticket. So then that just keeps going.
I would have totally bought a ticket if they weren't touring with Volbeat.
Just like, is Volbeat the opener?
No, it's a co-headline with Volbeat, and Volbeat plays in the middle, so I can't even skip Volbeat. I never want to see Volbeat again in my life.
God, I was gonna say, then just like, if they're the opener, just go for them and leave before Volbeat, but they're in the middle?
They're in the middle of 3 bands.
And Volbeat is, wow.
Volbeat sucks ass, yeah. And Ghost ends off the night, so maybe I'll skip this one.
Maybe. In the Morning dropped a new single. If he wanted to, he would. This song was very good.
Fucking banger. So good.
Go
on the podcast. Let's chat.
Please.
Yeah. Papa Roach dropped a new single, Stand Up.
This was so bad. This was the worst thing.
It was so good.
What are
you talking about?
I knew you were gonna say that. I heard it and I was like, this is garbage. Shane's gonna like it. And it was so bad. It was so horrible. I hate Papa Roach so much. You're not welcome on the podcast. I hate your music.
I hate Papa Roach, bro.
No. Horrible. I'm sorry you like it. Get better ears. I
thought the song was all right. I mean, what can I say? Papa Roach, man.
I hate Papa Roach so much. I hate them. Conan Gray dropped a new single, Jigsaw. I love Conan Gray. Conan, you're welcome on the podcast.
Song was all right. Papa Roach song was better.
Shut up.
L plus ratio plus Papa Roach is better.
No one has ever said that. Oh my god. Okay.
Cinzia. I don't fucking know. It was close enough. I was probably right the first time, and then fucking whatever.
Just continue.
And Megan Thee Stallion dropped a new single, Lick. And I'm upset I had to listen to this song once, let alone more than once. I couldn't, man.
I'm disappointed in you. I thought it was great, and I loved Megan's verse. I love Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know if I've said that before.
Yeah,
I love her.
Definitely said that before.
I do. Stack Like Pancakes dropped a new single, So Close Yet So Far. We chatted with Stack Like Pancakes. It'll be out this
Thursday.
I was going to say Wednesday, but I'm happy I let you go first. This song is very good, and I love Stack Like Pancakes, and this surprised me. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but like it was so much better than I could have imagined.
Yeah, song is pretty good.
Yeah. And if you haven't heard or listened to Stack Like Pancakes yet, please do, because they're very, very good, and they deserve a lot more streams and viewers and literally everything. So
they were glorious introduction to alt music and cursing. So
yeah, go Stack Like Pancakes.
Charming Liars dropped a new single, Wreck It All. This band like never ceases to amaze me. This track was so fucking good. Another banger from them.
We actually chatted with Charming
Forever
Liars
ago.
a while back.
Maybe don't go watch it.
Yeah, we might be in that weird era.
Be cringe. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe like look at the color. If the color's like red, don't watch it. If the color's purple, like maybe. If it's blue, yeah.
Yeah, if it's red, don't. Purple, like I don't know. Go in with like caution, like.
Yeah.
Go in with your cringe blinders on. It's purple.
Are you looking now?
Yeah, it's purple. So go in with your cringe blinders on.
Be careful.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was very good. So watch an interview. I don't know. Well, we have to redo it. So come on the podcast. Magnolia Park, VRSTY. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Titus dropped a new single, I'll Give You the Stars. I love Magnolia Park. This was amazing.
Fucking banger.
This was amazing.
Magnolia Park is like the coolest pop punk band coming up right now. I'm very excited to see them. I bought tickets to see Mayday Parade a couple days ago, and like Magnolia Park and Real Friends are on that tour. And like, yeah,
it's such a good tour.
And like, yeah, it's one of like the offshoot dates during that tour where Mayday Parade is playing A Lesson in Romantics. And that's like my favorite pop punk album ever. And like, yeah, maybe I am seeing like my favorite pop punk band, or not my favorite pop punk band, least favorite pop punk band, play my favorite pop punk album like ever live. But I also get to see Magnolia Park play for 30 minutes, and like that sounds fucking cool. So that's gonna be a sick show, and I'm very excited to see them.
I'm so jealous. I want to see Magnolia Park live so bad. I
don't even listen to them that often, but like Liar stuck in my head all the fucking time. I've listened to that song like 2 or 3 times at the most. I'm like, this isn't even fair. Like, how do you write such catchy songs? Like their mixtape was 9 straight bangers. Fucking crazy.
So good. So good. Ridiculously good.
So that's all the shit we have to talk about today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. You can follow us on Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Spotify is fucking, I don't know, Good Noise Podcast. Every other streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com, because we were going to start a label at one point and then we didn't. Thank God.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Patreon is patreon.com/ Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters and your important plugs. Then we're going to sign off. We got a lot of interviews tonight.
We ended early, surprisingly, even though we spoke about the silly little festival for like 20 minutes. I don't know how that happened. Usually, anyways.
Speed round.
Right. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. My brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric.
Thank you.
You guys rock. Thank you so much. You all deserve a ticket to the Not So What festival. I mean, go to that one too, but the When We Were Young festival. Is that a threat? That kind of sounds like a threat because it's like
depending on how the person feels about the festival, it very well could be seen as a threat.
It could be, because I feel like it'd be a threat for me because it's like I have only expressed my negative opinions towards it on the podcast. But for you, I feel like it would be like,
I'd be like, fuck that's yeah.
Nice. Exactly.
I'm gonna stand at Barricade all day to see My Chemical Romance
and pass out because you can't get water.
Yeah, exactly. It fucking sounds like a great day.
Oh my god! You wake up in the
and Gerard Way is moaning into the mic. this old man is just moaning into the mic, and you're like, oh my god, I'm just gonna go back to bed.
God, dude, I'm just hoping Bert and Gerard sing their silly little Under Pressure song. I saw that on the timeline and I was like, that better happen, you know?
That should happen, yeah.
I hope so. Or maybe they'll just ignore each other for 3 days straight.
It's not 3 days straight, it's 2 days straight and then a week. Wait until they add day 4.
Important plugs. Black Lives Matter, obviously. Like, if you forgot about that, our lives matter. Stop Asian hate. Don't be a prick. Be a good person, wear a mask, get your vaccine if you can. I don't know, just be a good person and also, please, I said this like a couple episodes ago, please stop saying, I wrote this song when we were in the pandemic. We're still in the pandemic. Stop saying that, please. It's still here, unfortunately. I don't want it to still be here, but like, good grief, dude. Shows are still being canceled. So it's like, that should be a sign for you to not try and just brush it off. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
I was holding that in. I'm sorry. That's all we have today. I didn't know how to end it there. I have been Shane.
Dude, I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. Next week, I'll have a better way to end the show, I promise.
Like, what happened? Don't you usually have like a...
I burped and kind of like zoned out. I think I burped my soul out of my body.
Like, where am I?
It's like, wait, we're still on the air. Fuck. All right. Good night. We have interviews to do. Bye-bye.
Bye.